We're going in two different directions right now, and if I don't speak up now, I'm going to be miserable. Oh, you thought the drama in love and hip-hop had finally subsided, but think again, because this scandal is going to blow the franchise apart, and believe me, you're not prepared for what's about to happen. Mies just dropped a bombshell, and by bombshell, I mean destruction on a nuclear level. Rumor has it that Kirk Frost and Kendra Robinson had a covered affair. Receipts, honey, they're not just messy, they're career-ending, and guess who's spilling the tea? Mendeecees himself, and he's not holding back. Let's face it, Kirk has been moving shady for years. This man practically created the playbook for reality TV. Betrayal with the cheating, side babies, and money scandals. However, Kendra Jock's wife, well, this is a whole new level of messy, and the way I found out, let's say someone forgot to delete the text, but now comes the part that will shock the whole industry. Kendra might not be the only one involved. Oh, this scandal is more complicated than you think, and after hearing what I just revealed, you're going to have to sit down and pay attention because things are going to get ugly. Oh, you thought the drama in love and had finally subsided, but think again. This scandal is going to blow the roof off the entire franchise, and trust me, you're not prepared for what's about to happen. Devastation rumor has it that Kirk Frost and Kendra Robinson have been involved in a covered affair. The receipts, honey, indicate that it's not just messy, it's the end of their career, and guess who's spilling the tea? It's me, and he's not holding back. Let's face it, Kirk has been moving shady for years. The money scandals, the side babies, the cheating. This man practically created the playbook for reality TV. Betrayal. However, Kendra Jock's wife, well, this is a whole new level of messy, and the way M discovered it. Let's go back a little because this drama didn't just happen overnight. It all began at the most recent Love and Hip Hop reunion taping, and trust me, it was already chaotic before this bombshell. The part that will send shockwaves through the entire industry is that Kendra might not be the only one involved. Oh yes, this scandal goes deeper than you think, and when you hear what Mendeecees just revealed, baby, you're going to need to sit down for this one. Drop sources close to production say that tension was present from the start. Kirk and Rashida arrived separately, which raised suspicions because they had been putting on a united front for months. Kendra arrived with Jook, but the energy was off. Jook was unusually quiet, and Kendra, let's say her body language was screaming guilt. However, according to several insiders, the real drama began when Mendeecees entered the room. He had been hiding this information for weeks. His intention to remain silent was dashed when he approached Kirk, leaned in, and said, "We need to talk." That's when the camera began to roll. It turns out that Mendeecees had obtained some extremely sensitive messages, by which I mean career-ending sensitive, that weren't just harmless texts between friends. Oh no, these were explicit, and worse, they were between Kirk and Kendra. As you are all aware, Kirk has a history of dubious behavior. Recall how he cheated on Rashida with Jasmine and ended up with the whole baby. Yes, that was messy enough, but according to people familiar with the matter, Kirk and Kendra's affair has been going on for more than 6 months, and the receipts, well, they're screenshots of late-night texts, Cash App payments, and even a few hotel reservations, show that Kirk wasn't exactly being discreet when the moment that really blew everything up occurred later that night after the reunion taping was finished. Sources claim that I waited until the cameras were off to. When Mendeecees pulled out his phone and showed Kirk the receipts, Kirk reportedly went pale. He tried to play it off by saying that it was a misunderstanding, but honey, nobody is buying that. Kendra, oh Kendra, was equally guilty when Mendeecees asked her if this was true. She didn't even try to deny it. Instead, she just started crying. This is where it gets even worse though, because Mendeecees wasn't there. After everything happened, he allegedly called Jock that same night and told him everything. Insiders claim that Jock was so furious that he left the house he shared with Kendra and checked into a hotel. The following morning, Jock went straight to production and demanded that Kendra be taken off the show. However, the producers didn't stop there. They also suspended Kirk from filming. which is essentially love and hip-hop code for weird. CIS is a professional at handling Kirk's mess, so when she learned about the affair, she didn't scream or cry. Instead, she packed her bags and left. According to sources, Rashida called her lawyer the very next morning and began the process of filing for divorce. And honey, she's not just leaving Kirk, she's planning to take everything with her. I was about to fire you and Rashida, but she was already halfway out the door. Since Rashida owns the majority of their businesses, including Frost Bistro, the Press Boutique, and the real estate empire, Kirk may have contributed to its construction, but Rashida is the one who built it from the ground up. Now that Kirk has been caught having an affair with Kendra, Rashida has all the power. But wait, while Kirk is out there attempting to save his marriage, Kendra, oh sis, is already taking action of her own, allegedly hiring a lawyer, and rumors have it that she intends to pursue Jock for spousal support and alimony. This isn't just a breakup, honey. It's going to become a full-on legal battle, and Jock isn't going to back down. According to insiders, Jock is planning to sue Kendra, claiming emotional distress and public humiliation. If that occurs, Kendra may lose more than just her place in the spotlight, and hip-hop CIS may lose half her assets. But here's the part that's really going to blow your mind. It turns out that Kirk wasn't the only person Kendra was having an affair with. Oh, the rumors are circulating that Kendra may have had another lover. And guess who that person is connected to? Yes, you heard correctly. This whole situation may be even messier than it seems. If what I'm hearing is accurate, the scandal is about to get out of control. And the fallout is coming quickly because rumors have it that the producers of Love and Hip Hop are already planning to terminate Kirk's employment. And here's the part that will send the internet into a complete meltdown. There appears to be a video of Kirk and Kendra together, and if that video leaks, then it's over. But trust me, this isn't over yet. Let's move on to how this fallout is about to ruin Kirk and Kendra's careers, because what's coming next is even worse than you think. Stay. Kendra from the next season and Jock are already planning their retaliation, and Rashida CIS is about to walk away with the biggest divorce settlement in Love and Hip Hop history. We're about to witness the fallout in real time, and let me tell you that it's not looking good for Kirk, Kendra, or Jock, because after Mendeecees revealed Kirk and Kendra's secret affair, the damage control efforts have been pitiful. Kirk is spiraling, Kendra is panicking, and Jock is out for nothing. Stay tuned, because in part 2, things are about to get real. Oh, you thought the drama was over, baby, but think again. Blood, and based on what I've heard, the producers of Love and Hip Hop are already getting ready to make some significant cuts. By cuts, I mean Kirk and Kendra will be fired. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. And let me tell you what's been going on behind the scenes since Ems dropped that bombshell, because the way these people have been acting is messy, desperate, and going to cost them everything. Let's start with Kirk, because he's currently in a terrible mood after the reunion disaster. Control mode. According to insiders, Kirk was constantly phoning Rushy, leaving voicemails, sending texts, and even showing up at her house without warning. However, Rashida, oh honey sis, wasn't having it. According to sources, Rashida blocked Kirk's number the day after the reunion, but Kirk wasn't about to give up easily, because you don't just let your marriage fall apart without a fight. Apparently, Kirk went straight to VH1 XX and pleaded with them to step in. Allegedly, Kirk told them that if they, according to insiders, the executives had already decided that Kirk was becoming a liability after years of cheating scandals, shady business dealings, and ongoing drama with Rashida. Kirk was fired because he would reveal the network's dirty secrets. To put it another way, Kirk was essentially threatening to blow the lid off Love and Hop's behind-the-scenes drama, staged fights, rigged storylines, hidden producer deals, and everything else. Finished tidying up his mess, and when Kirk realized that his threats weren't working, he quickly changed the subject. According to sources, Kirk attempted to blame Kendra, telling producers that she had been the one pursuing him and that he was only attempting to provide support during her rocky marriage with Jockey. Oh, this man really tried to play the victim. But the receipts don't lie because it appears that the leaked texts between Kirk and Kendra are bad. We're talking about explicit messages, money transfers, and even hotel receipts, demonstrating that Kirk wasn't being helpful and was actually having an affair. However, when Jock learned that Kirk was attempting to shift the blame to Kendra, he lost it. According to people familiar with the matter, Jock showed up at Frost Butte, the restaurant that Kirk and Rashida co-own, and demanded to speak with Kirk. When Kirk attempted to dismiss him, Jock became irate. Witnesses claimed that Jock got up in the middle of the restaurant and began yelling at Kirk in front of patrons. Kirk tried to calm him down, but the staff Jock allegedly said, "You betrayed me, you betrayed Rashida, you betrayed this whole family. You think I'm going to let you walk away from this?" According to the report, the Jock told Kirk that he would make sure he never worked in Atlanta again, and given Jock's connections in the industry, that's not an empty threat. Kendra, oh sis, wasn't even trying to deny it anymore because this is where things get really messy. Rashida didn't respond, so Kendra showed up at her house without an invitation. As you already know, Rashida wasn't going to entertain. According to sources, Rashida opened the door, saw Kendra standing there, and said, "We don't have anything to talk about," before slamming the door in her face. However, Kendra didn't stop there. Later that night, Kendra allegedly texted Rashida saying, "I didn't mean for this to happen." But Rashida? Oh, she hit her with the old ultimate response. "You meant every word you said to him. Don't play innocent now." But the twist is that, according to some very trustworthy sources, Kendra has been managing some of Kirk and Rashida's business affairs behind the scenes. If Rashida chooses to pursue the matter legally, Kendra may find herself drawn into an entirely different fraud investigation. Yes, you read correctly. There is money involved in this scandal as well. It is alleged that Kirk had been transferring funds from Frost Bistro and their joint real estate investments into a private account, and Kendra OCIS was responsible for that account. I'm not saying that Kendra was receiving a share of the profits, but I am saying that the IRS is already investigating, and if Kirk is found guilty of financial fraud, Kendra may face criminal charges as well. However, the part that will blow your mind is that Kendra isn't just concerned about Jock or Russ anymore. It appears that Mendeecees isn't finished talking yet. According to sources, Mendeecees has been holding on to some more receipts, and if he releases them, then this situation could go from bad to disastrous because rumors are circulating that Kendra wasn't Kirk's only sidekick and that the other woman, who is linked to another major love and hip-hop star, has proven that Kirk was also having an affair with someone close to Yandy. If that information is revealed, though, Yandy might turn this into a full-fledged love and hop feud. Additionally, remember that Yandy and I have a messy past together, so if Yandy discovers that Kirk was having an affair with someone from her circle, well, things will get ugly. Jock has been in discussions with the producers of Love and Hip Hop about filming a sit-down with Kendra and Kirk. From what I understand, Jock is planning to confront them on camera, and if that happens, that episode will be the most traded in Love and Hip Hop history. However, Kirk for that kind of smoke. According to sources, Kirk has been discussing with his lawyer the possibility of issuing a stop in an attempt to prevent the footage from airing, but the producers aren't giving up because, eventually, Love and lives on drama, and this scandal is the biggest one they've had in years. The fallout is just getting started, though, because rumors have it that Jock has already filed for legal separation from Kendra, which could cost her half of his assets. Rashida, on the other hand, is prepared to leave Kirk with his entire empire, including the press boutique, the real estate empire, and Frostfastro.gone. And Kirk, oh, he's not going down without a fight. But let me tell you something, this isn't over yet because, based on what I've heard, the video of Kirk and Kendra is about to be released. If that happens, baby Kirk's career won't just end. His entire life will burn to the ground. And trust me, you won't be prepared for what's coming next. Oh, you thought this drama was over. But this is Love and Hop, so hold on tight because part 3 is where it gets real. The scandal is out, and the fallout is coming fast and furious. Kirk is in danger of losing everything, including his marriage, his business, and possibly even his freedom. Kendra is involved in a full-fledged legal battle with Jock, and Rashida, oh sis, is already planning her next big move. Trust me, Kirk won't like it, but the part that has everyone talking is that video of Kirk and Kendra is out there, and from what I've heard, it will surface any moment now. If that happens, baby Kirk's reputation won't just be ruined, his entire life is about to collapse. But before we do that, allow me to explain how the fallout from this scandal is already ruining Kirk, Kendra, and Jock's entire empire. Believe me, the damage is far worse than anyone could have imagined. First, Kirk's marriage to Rashida is officially over after I revealed Kirk and Kendra's affair. Rashida wasted no time in filing for divorce, and by no means did she waste any time because the following morning, she was at her lawyer's office with a folder full of evidence. Not only is she leaving this with hurt feelings, but she is also taking half of Kirk's empire. This is because, although Kirk may believe he is the mastermind behind their business empire, Rashida actually has the keys to everything. For example, her name is on the lease for Frost Bistro, Rashida's Baby, and the Press Boutique. Kirk may have contributed some money, but Rashida is the face of that brand and the real estate investments. Oh honey, Rashida has been managing those contracts since day one, so when Rashida's lawyer filed those divorce papers, Kirk knew exactly what was going to happen, and according to people familiar with the matter, things are not looking good for him. According to sources close to the case, Kirk's lawyer plans to claim that Kirk misappropriated joint business funds to conceal his affair with Kendra, and if that claim is successful in court, Kirk might have to give Rashida 50% of their company empire. Kirk, oh, he's not handling it well. Apparently, Kirk attempted to contact Rashida after she filed for divorce, but CIS isn't returning his calls. According to insiders, Kirk arrived at their home last week, pleading with Rashida to give him another chance, but Rashida quickly shut it down. Witnesses claim that when Rashida opened the door, she looked Kirk in the eyes and said, "You didn't care about me when you were sneaking around with Kendra. Why should I care now?" before slamming the door in his face. However, Kirk isn't just losing Rashida, he is also losing his career because, let me tell you, it was not a cordial exchange. According to insiders, Kirk agreed to step back from Love and Hip Hop, which is essentially reality TV. Code for you're fired, but we're letting you save face. However, the true reason Kirk agreed to walk away was to avoid a bigger scandal because, guess what? The IRS was aware of the private account that Kirk was using to funnel money to Kendra. Apparently, when Rashida filed for bankruptcy, the IRS noticed that Kirk had done this. Kirk transferred over $250,000 from their business accounts to Kendra's private account, and some of those transfers were labeled as business expenses. Now that the IRS is involved, Kirk may face criminal charges for tax fraud and financial misappropriation, but it gets worse because Jockey isn't letting the affair go public. Her legal team gave the IRS financial records, and honey, the numbers don't add up. Jock has formally filed for legal separation from Kendra, and based on what I've been told, his attorney intends to pursue Kendra for emotional damages and spousal support. Yes, you read correctly. Kendra may wind up paying Jock after everything, but Jock isn't only after Kendra, he's as well after Kirk. According to people familiar with the matter, Jock is thinking of suing Kirk for emotional distress and breach of trust, and if that lawsuit is successful, Kirk may owe Jock millions. Kirk isn't the only person Kendra was playing with because, according to some very close insiders, Mendeecees has more seats. From what I understand, Kendra wasn't just sleeping with Kirk, she was also allegedly involved with Yandy's cousin. Yes, you heard that right, and if it comes out, Yandy will lose it because, as you know, she doesn't play around with her family. If Yandy discovers that Kendra was having an affair with someone from her bloodline, well, that's it. Oh, he's just sitting back waiting for the right time to drop those receipts. But let's go back to that video because the streets are talking. And from what I've heard, the video of Kirk and Kendra together is real. According to sources, it was taken at a posh hotel in Miami, and it's not just a casual conversation. Oh no, this video purports to show Kirk and Kendra, And let's just say that they weren't discussing business. Associated with Jock, which makes sense because Jock is not going to let Kirk get away with this without repercussions. If that video is released, it will ruin Kirk's marriage to Rashida, which is, in all honesty, already over, as well as any chance he has of reviving his career. The part that has everyone in stitches is that VH1 allegedly already has the video, and if they choose to air it on the upcoming season of Love and Hip Hoppy, Kirk's career isn't just over. His entire life is about to be destroyed. While Kirk is sitting there trying to figure out how to pay off his legal fees, Rashida is about to become the next big business mogul, and Kendra, oh, she's about to lose everything. But be assured that this story isn't over yet because, once Kirk is out of the picture, Rashida plans to relaunch Press Boutique as a solo brand, and from what I'm hearing, she's already in talks with major investors to expand the brand nationally. Thinking of dropping another bombshell about Kirk, and if that happens, oh honey, this will officially go down as the biggest scandal in the history of love and hip-hop. So keep an eye on what's coming next, because you're not prepared for this one. What do you think? Is Kirk Frost finally done for good, or is he going to pull a last-minute prank to try to save himself? What about Rashida? Should she try to work things out one last time, or should she finally walk away from Kirk and take everything he's worked for? As for Kendra, do you think that if that video of her and Kirk actually goes viral, Jock wild of her, or will this end in a messy public divorce? If Jock takes Kirk to court, how much money do you think Kirk will lose? From the way things are going, Kirk might be on the verge of financial ruin. And let's not forget about me. Do you think he's really finished exposing Kirk and Kendra, or is he holding on to more receipts that could expose the entire situation? If Yandy gets involved, it would be disastrous. I know you have some opinions about this, so please share your thoughts in the comments section. Furthermore, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and enable notifications because, let's face it, this scandal is far from over. If that video comes out, you already know I'll be here with the exclusive breakdown, and I promise you won't want to miss it. Until the next time, stay messy, stay tuned, and remember, the truth always surfaces.